Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna Angelis and Divaldo Franco, right? It's a beautiful book, lots and lots of pages of true hope. Yes, there's discipline and there's a lot of things that we need to do. But every day when we practice, we get better. So it's a book that is self-paced, that the lessons really do come to us when we most need them, friends. So it really is a beautiful, beautiful book. And today's message is, it's so important. It's about prayer. So let us begin. Joanna and Divaldo say, resort to prayer at every moment of your life, in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, in wealth and in poverty, in success and in failure. Pray and trust in the divine answer. So, friends, we know that life is a journey of contrast, right? Light and darkness, joy and sorrow, abundance and scarcity. And at times, we find ourselves celebrating victories, feeling invincible. At other times, we stand at the edge of despair, really questioning our strength. But through all these moments, one truth remains a change. We are never alone. We must remember to resort to prayer at every moment of our life. So, as Joanna and Divaldo say, in sickness and in health, in joy and sorrow, in wealth and poverty, in success and in failure, we pray. Not just in times of need, but in times of gratitude. Not just when we're seeking an answer, but when we wish to listen in silence. Allan Kardec in the Gospel according to Spiritism reminds us that prayer is an act of communion with the divine. It's not about changing our circumstances. It is about transforming our hearts, strengthening our faith, and realigning ourselves with the higher will. Right? So just like we see with Joanna and Divaldo, and we're seeing the Gospels according to Spiritism, we're starting to see that prayer is more of a communion, right? It is about having a beautiful communication and not holding on too much of what we want, but to trust, right? Because when we transform our hearts, when we strengthen our faith, and we align ourselves with the higher will, we are willing to trust the process. But friends, how often do we pray only in distress, as if calling for divine assistance is our last resort instead of our daily sustenance? So friends, let prayer not be a refuge only in storms, but the guiding light of every step we take. When you feel lost, pray for clarity. When you feel strong, pray for humility. When you feel joyful, pray in gratitude. When you feel burdened, pray for resilience. I was watching, friends, a documentary on Netflix on Moses. A beautiful, beautiful interpretation. Really recommended it. And in the Bible, we know that. We see his story. He turns to prayer at every stage of his journey. So when he doubted himself before God and was questioning, what is that burning bush, right? He prayed for guidance and received the reassurance. When he stood before the Red Sea and he was trapped between the Pharaoh's army and the impossible obstacles, right? He prays, and what happens? The waters parted. When the Israelites sinned, he prayed for mercy and God relented. When the burden of leadership became too heavy, he prayed for help and God sent the 70 elders to support him. And even in the final moments of his life, he prays in gratitude, right? Blessing the people he had served. So we see through Moses' story where it was a mix of everything, not just in the hard times, but really in the good and in the bad. So let's trust in the divine answer. And sometimes it comes as a clear sign, sometimes as quiet strength, sometimes as the wisdom to accept but what we cannot understand yet. But no sincere prayer ever goes unheard. So let's make a prayer not just an act, friends, but a way of life. It's a constant conversation with the divine. where we open our heart and allow peace to enter. So, for those who trust and pray, no moment is without meaning, and no soul is ever abandoned. Friends, what a beautiful message from Joanna, Divaldo, and seeing how in different circumstances we can pray. There's no right or wrong way. It's about the heart, it's about the communion, right, friends? So that in itself is powerful too. So this week, let us be in prayer. Let us tune in. We have a morning prayer here at Kardec Radio. Friends, it's beautiful. And there's so many other places that we can do it in silence, walking with music, in any time of the day, right? First thing in the morning, we just say thank you, and that's beautiful. So, friends, let us be in constant prayer. Let us be in peace, and let us remember we are never ever alone. Until next week, same place, same time, and let us remember to tune into Kardec Radio's programs all the time, friends, and that we are loved. Bye, friends.